I've been an Audi fan ever since I discovered what the Quattro could do back in its racing days. My dad had a 2008 Audi A4, and yeah, I used to pretend it was the RS4. Don't judge me. We all had to fuel our future garage dreams, somehow. My first car out of college was a 2011 Volkswagen Jetta. Good times. And through all the highs and lows, I've stuck with the Volkswagen and Audi family. The thing is, I fell in love with them because they were different. Back in the day, they'd bring 85 to 90% of their concepts straight into production. Audi just had that futuristic vision locked in until they didn't. For years, the designs went stale, and while Audi snoozed, BMW and Mercedes ran circles around them. But now it feels like Audi is finally serious again. And I haven't felt this way since the day I watched Will Smith's ride in iRobot, the Audi RSQ concept, and thought, damn, the future is here. You ever realize we're building robots to literally replace us? One day, it's just gonna be Terminators mowing lawns and raising kids while we sit in the corner wondering what happened. Okay, that escalated fast. Let's reel it back in before Elon drops another AI update and proves me right. Welcome to the Friends with Benefits Car Club. If you love cars, culture, and community, you're in the right spot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so you never miss when we break down the latest rides. So let's talk about the car that brought that feeling back. The brand new Audi Concept C. Audi just dropped an electric two-seat sports car with design throwbacks to legends. The TT and the Auto Union Grand Prix machines from the 1930s. But don't call it retro, it's modern, it's electric, and it's got a face that screams, yeah, we're back in the game. That vertical rectangular grille, that's not just a new nose job, it's the launch of Audi's next design language. Forget the hexagonal look you've seen a million times. This sharp-edged rectangle frames the rings in a way that actually feels bold. It's like Audi finally walked into the gym, saw BMW flexing in the corner, and said, okay, it's our turn. And credit where credit's due with Massimo Frisella. A big part of this fresh energy comes down to Audi's new chief creative officer and head of design, Massimo Frisella. He officially took the reins on June 1st, 2024, succeeding Mark Lichter. If the name rings a bell, that's because Frisella came straight from Jaguar Land Rover, where he left a design legacy that had the whole industry talking. You can already see his fingerprints on this new direction. Sharp lines, bold proportions, and a willingness to make the car feel emotional again. Audi didn't just hire a designer, they brought in someone with a proven track record of taking a brand that felt stale and making it exciting. It looks like the brand has its swagger back. What do you think? Do you like this grille redesign? Or do you think Audi should have stuck with the classic hexagon look? On paper, the Concept C is small. In person, it's beefy. It's longer and wider than both the original TT and the discontinued R8, and its stance makes it look like it's ready to punch above its weight. That satin titanium paint, it looks like the car was forged out of a single block of metal, especially with those louvers on the rear replacing traditional windows. From the front, the Concept C has the gaze of a Robocop helmet, silvery, narrow-eyed, and slightly menacing. The quad light signature is carried across the running lights, headlights, and taillights, and Audi says this four lights DNA will be coming to future models. Translation: if your next Audi doesn't look like a pissed off droid, you bought the wrong one. Carbon fiber? Of course. Forged carbon fiber, warm tinted, used on the splitters and rear diffuser to make the stance even more aggressive. It's muscle car shoulder, day meets German precision. What do you think of this look? Futuristic enough, or is it giving you over-designed robot face vibes? Now here's where Audi gets playful. The retractable hardtop. This thing folds back into the deck like a Targa roof, leaving you with an open-air sports car when you want it, and a futuristic coupe when you don't. Honestly, it feels like the type of flex Audi hasn't shown in years. Inside, they're ditching leather and going for breathable wool twill seats in two-tone. It's comfy, sustainable, and stylish. The cabin carries the same sharp, vertical design language, but the steering wheel is the real twist. It's round, not flat-bottomed, not squared off, not pretending it belongs in a race car. Just a circle, a throwback, and honestly, this is the only part I would change. I'm all for flat-bottomed steering wheels. Oh, and the buttons. They've trademarked something called the Audi click. That means every switch, knob, or toggle gives you the same satisfying feedback you used to get from their old MMI dial. It's nerdy, but it's the kind of attention to detail Audi was once famous for. Now this is genius. The Concept C has a 10.4-inch screen that disappears when you're not using it. Out of sight, out of mind. Same with hidden storage under a transparent console cover. No more cockpit that looks like a Best Buy clearance aisle. Just clean, sleek surfaces that make the tech feel like a feature, not clutter. Well, technically, nothing. It's all electric, rear-wheel drive, with all-wheel drive just one extra motor away. Audi is keeping the exact specs quiet for now, but they're promising the production car will look nearly identical, down to the details you couldn't spot from 50 meters away. As for price, expect it to slot somewhere between the TT and the R8. That means maybe $70,000 to $90,000. I'm just speculating based on the outgoing Audi TT's price. Don't hold me for this. Painful, yes, but honestly cheaper than what it looks like. Audi is clearly making a statement here. Between this concept, a full model refresh cycle, and their big entry into Formula One in 2026, the brand is ready to fight again. They're not just making another electric coupe, they're reintroducing themselves with something bold, emotional, and futuristic. And if they actually deliver this concept to production, looking this close to what we see now, that's the Audi I fell in love with. Not the one phoning it in with another A4 facelift, but the one willing to push boundaries and bring crazy concepts to life. So, yeah, Audi's Concept C feels like the reset button we've been waiting for. So, what's your verdict? Does this Concept C bring back the Audi you fell in love with? Or is it still playing catch up to BMW and Mercedes? So, yeah, Audi's Concept C feels like the reset button we've been waiting for. It's bold, it's futuristic, and if Audi actually delivers this to production, looking this close to the concept, they'll finally reclaim that edge that made us fall in love with them in the first place. This is Friends with Benefits Car Club, and we're glad you rode with us today. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, subscribe, and share this video with your crew. Help us grow the FWB fam. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep driving, and remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. Friends with Benefits, driving off.